Welcome to the Real Board Loft. I'm Trip Foreman, and this is a Roberts RFT2 construction meat cleaver. Now, the RFT2 construction is a high-end composite construction for Roberts. RFT has been around for a few years. RFT stands for Roberts Flex Technology, and the RFT2 is obviously the second coming of Roberts Flex Technology. And what these boards are designed to do, or this construction is designed to do, is to make the board a little bit lighter, a lot more responsive, and then also at the same time, normally if you're talking about lighter and more responsive, you're also going to be pairing that with fragile and disposable. But this board actually ends up being a more durable board because of the weight that you save in the blank. You're able to put that back into the glass schedule and the reinforcements. So looking at this board, why did Roberts go from RFT to RFT2? RFT1, if you looked at a lot of Roberts' older boards, or last year and the year before, it had 3 carbon strips, like 1 carbon strip and then like kind of half carbon strips. And if you looked at the board, like aesthetically, the board was, the shape of the board was really good. The aesthetics of like how that construction looked when you straight up looked at it was not as good. But when you rode the board, the boards felt like amazing, absolutely incredible. One of the best smaller wave boards that I've ever ridden to date was a Roberts Dream Machine that was in RFT. And it just had so much like spring and flex and drive out of the board that the board was, it was like a whole nother level of surfing in that style of surf compared to anything else I had surfed. But again, like looking at that construction, it was like real blocky and patchy, and the feel was really good, but just the look of the construction needed some improvement. So with that being said, and Robert knew it as well himself, even though it's his own product, he's like, hey, I need to take this feel and transfer it into a better looking board. And so that's why they went for RFT2. RFT2 starts out with an ultralight EPS foam blank that's stringerless, so there's no weight of the stringer in the board, and also having a stringerless board allows the board to flex more and unload more. Then they put almost a full-length carbon patch on the bottom of the board to reinforce the board, and then they stop it, they taper it off right here just to allow the tail to flex more in and out of the turns. And then on the deck, you can see that same carbon reinforcement underneath where your front foot is going to be, and that's to prevent the stringerless board from caving in under your front foot. And also, it's also to stiffen up this area of the board so that the nose and the tail will flex, but the center of the board won't flex. Other things that you're seeing in this board is that you've got this unidirectional, almost looks like the Yankee baseball team. It looks like one of their uniforms. You got this unidirectional black carbon running the full length of the board. And then inside of that, you've got, on the 45s, you've got a thick fiberglass weave going on 45s, about maybe a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch apart on these lines, going the whole length of the board. Underneath that, you've got a layer of 4 ounce and 6 ounce, and then on the bottom, you have a layer of 6 ounce. So a standard PU board, like polyurethane board with polyester resin and fiberglass, is going to be 2 layers of 4 on the deck and 1 layer of 4 on the bottom, and that's it. Where this board has a layer of 6 ounce glass on the bottom, it has the carbon strip on the bottom, and then it also has a layer of 6 and 4 on the deck, plus the unidirectional carbon with those 45 threads on the fiberglass, plus the deck carbon strip as well. So it ends up being a lot of layers of fiberglass and carbon that are reinforcing the structural integrity of the board. The feel of these boards is really good. They're lighter, like size per size, they're lighter than a standard PU board, which makes the board more responsive just starting out, just with the lighter weight. But also they have, because they're stringerless and because of the positioning of the carbon strip on the deck and then cutting it off in the tail, they've got a lot more spring in and out of the turns than a standard PU. So you end up having a board that's lighter than a PU, that's more durable on the deck than a standard PU, and then also that's livelier, like springing in and out of the turns. A lot of different benefits to this style of board. So if you're looking to get a new board and you're willing to spend a little bit of extra money to upgrade the performance of the board, the RFT2 construction is a really good one to check out. I've ridden the RFT1 quite a bit in Robert's own personal boards and have loved every one that I've tried. And then this year I started ordering my own boards from him in RFT2. I've gotten already a Fish Paco, a White Diamond 3 in this construction, and have really liked it compared to a standard PU. Just a lot livelier of a board, and as well the deck's just holding up a lot better against denting, against buckling, any kind of deck failure. These boards are a lot more durable on the deck than a standard PU. It's the Roberts RFT2 construction. Any questions on this, you can give us a call at the shop, 252-987-6000, or you can check it out online on our website at realwatersports.com/surfing. Thanks for tuning in.